So 2:30 is ice cream break, everybody. But right now, something brand new from Cook's Essentials. Frankly, I love this concept because I love the idea of cooking multiple parts of a meal in one pan. How many times do you use it one pan, you cook up things, you put it to the side, then you've got to clean that pan and do the next step. Here, you're able to cook 3 different types of food in one pan on one burner for $27.98. It can even go in the oven, everybody. So when we talk about one skillet meals, this is the best way to do it because it's all parts of your meal, right? All in one pan.
We're getting it all done, and it's cast aluminum. That's a great solid surface to cook on. It distributes the heat really evenly. I mean, look at the beautiful crusts we're getting on these steaks. And what this pan is designed to do is to have 3 sections, obviously. The center section is where you're going to put your foods that are going to need the most heat. That's where it's going to get the intense power from the burner below.
Yeah.
And so you put your meats there. You put my breakfast sausage there. I put the burgers there.
Great.
But on the other side, you've got a section where you can just saute anything you want. So for my burgers, I sauteed some mushrooms and onions. Right. And then on this side, what you're going to see, and I'll just take these guys off now, is a little circles indented in the pan, just to kind of guide you.
Yeah.
I put my little burger buns in there.
Yep.
Over here, I made some potato pancakes. If I'm using this for breakfast, I can pour my pancake batter in there.
Nice.
And it'll keep it a perfect circle, which is really, really nice.
Great.
But look at that. So my burger buns, my burgers have a little further to go. But look, I can take some of my mushrooms, pop these, and onions, pop those on the bottom bun, and then get ready for my burgers. Toast the second bun if I want to.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of fun, and I've only taken out one pan.
One pan.
Only one pan to wash, which is nice.
It's a great pan for those of you who are really limited on space and are especially just maybe 1 or 2 people in the household, right? Because, I mean, I have to be honest with you. I can't really envision using this if you are cooking for a big crowd.
Right.
But when you're just cooking for yourself and you want to make a batch of fajitas and you'd like to be able to cook up the peppers and the onions and the meat and warm up the tortillas all at the same time, now you can all do that and you're only dirtying up one pan.
Exactly.
It might look like our stovetop is a little crowded, but just keep in mind that's because we have 4 of them out here, right?
You're not going to have 4.
So when you're just cooking with one, I mean, here's a great example. You can do your chicken and your shrimp and your steak
without mixing all those flavors and without having to wash up 3 separate pans at the end, right?
I love that.
Now over here you're going to see something else. On the side, it comes with handles that are removable. So the silicone handles shouldn't really go over direct heat. So if it's on the side of a burner, no problem, but you don't want it over a burner.
Fine.
But the other nice thing about these is that, of course, you can take them off and then put the pan in the oven. Then when it comes back out, pop these on, and you've already put like a nice, protection. Yeah, on the outside.
And it can go into the oven at what temperature?
Up to the oven, up to 350 degrees. And let me show you what I have in the oven.
Yeah, okay, great.
I've got another whole dinner in the oven. And it's not just a whole dinner for one.
Yeah.
It's a whole dinner for 2, easily. And I could have put another whole salmon fillet on here.
I love this.
Look
so this
how
is like
nice
a different way to do a sheet pan dinner.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Without combining all your
Look at
foods.
that.
So it's a really nice way to keep things separate.
See, I use it like this all the time.
This is fantastic, right?
Yes. And in this instance, like you said, you could probably do a 3rd piece of salmon on there. Then you have maybe more dinner for 3 or 4. But I think those of you who are small on space, don't have the ability to have 5 different sizes of skillets to do different things. Maybe this is for your mobile home or your RV trailer or those kinds of things. I love that I can put all of my ingredients, all of my parts of my meal on one pan, put it in the oven, and let it do its thing. That is fabulous.
It really is nice that way, right? Here's our burgers cooked through. They get to go on top. I can turn that off now and just let that cool. Now, this is going to be a hand wash when you go to wash it, but I got to tell you, this nonstick is so fantastic that it cleans up like a dream.
And it's cast aluminum, so aluminum is a lighter weight metal to work with, so it's not going to be overly heavy. You're not going to, so if you're giving this to your mom, your grandmom, grandpop, it's not going to be too heavy for them to work with.
Exactly. So here we've got, fajitas. And now what I would do if I was going to be serving this as fajitas is put a hot mat at the table.
Yes.
Pop those little handles on to keep it nice and cool. And then just leave this at the table so people can come along and grab their tortilla, decide what meat they want to use, and then go for it.
And then let's just kind of do a breakfast idea, can we?
Yeah, for sure. Here, you want to do some pancakes. You pour your pancake batter right into that center ring. That ring will hold the batter and keep it nice and round.
Nice.
And then we've got our sausages cooking in the center section, which is, of course, the section that's going to get the most intense heat. So you put the foods there that, you know, need the most heat.
That's 9 sausages, you guys. So there's 9. And then you can kind of just do a whole big sort of, you know,
scrambled egg, right, on the side there. So really, really nice and easy to use that way.
Love this too if you're doing, like, if you have kids sleepovers and the next morning, you know, you're going to fix breakfast for 4 or 5, you know, teenage girls or, you know, 10 or 11-year-olds. Here you've got the sausages going. You can do 2 pancakes at a time. You're going to have eggs ready for them. Really kind of a fun idea that allows you 3 cooking surfaces all in one pan.
Exactly, and look at these steaks, right? Just so beautifully. Over here what we did is we put a little bit of water in the pan.
Yeah.
I want to steam the asparagus. Now you couldn't do that if the pan didn't have these dividing walls, right? So if I want to steam something, I go ahead and put a little bit of water in, put the vegetables over here. Over here my potato pancakes are cooking up.
Nice.
Still need a little more time.
Did you just use like leftover mashed potatoes for those? I do that a lot.
Yeah.
You make them from scratch.
Well, these ones I think are made from scratch with some grated potatoes, but so simple to do this. And then, of course, look, all this juice from the steak, not traveling over here and making it hard for the potato pancakes to brown, but just living there naturally.
So again, a way for you to cook meal for 1 or 2 and all elements of that meal. The veg, the starch, the protein, all in one pan because there's that wall dividing the different sections of the pan. And just so you know, on the one side you have the circles, again with a little bit of a lip. So when you're doing pancakes, or like we showed you before, like the bun fits perfectly right in there for toasting. Then we have kind of almost like grill marks to allow you to do your burger or whatever it is. And this is just like a smooth surface on the last side of the pan for doing your sauteing or your scrambling of your eggs or whatever it might be. But I love this for Father's Day. If Dad's the one who's always making breakfast, for him it might just be like the most brilliant version of a breakfast pan ever.
No doubt.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, and for anybody making breakfast for one, and you want to use one pan. Look how nicely this non-stick surface leaves those eggs. So look at that. Beautiful non-stick, no problem with your eggs. You've got everything going on here.
And long enough to do a couple strips of bacon. So, long and narrow, so you can put some bacon in there and let that cook up as well.
For sure.
Stay on the line if you're dialing in. That was brand new today. Another one of our special offers. This show has been filled with them. See you in about 25 minutes, or so for more ice cream.
Get ready for dessert.
All right, ready for that. And we have some other great things that are coming your way. When we wrap up this show at 3 o'clock, everybody, that heads us into 3 hours of gourmet holiday. I'll be sticking around for the first hour of that, joining my friend Sharon Faich. We are bringing you our Foodie Fest today, 18 hours of great food and cooking and kitchen-related programming as part of our birthday celebration. We hope you can stay tuned.
So Peace Love World is really a movement. It's not just clothes, it's clothes with meaning, energy, and affirmations for a better you and a better world. Here I am with now a bigger responsibility to inspire other people to find what their best gift is and to share it with everyone.
You've been with us from the beginning. We've grown up together. Now, let's celebrate together. Join the party all day Saturday and Sunday on QVC.
I see colors everywhere, feel your hands in my hair.